Hello everyone, myself Dr. Shubh Arora. Once again, I am back here with the lecture series of the subject Advertising and Brand Management. Today is the fourth lecture of Unit 1, in which we will be covering the topics like trends in Indian advertising industry, copywriting, elements of copywriting, art of copywriting, right? So these would be the probable topics of our fourth lecture today on the Unit 1 of the subject Advertising and Brand Management. Okay, let's see the first topic, that is the main trends in Indian modern advertising. As we discussed about the Indian advertising industry yesterday, it's on boom and it has been growing very drastically, and the main reason behind that is there's huge demands of products, and the advertisers, the sponsors are spending huge amount of money in giving advertisements of their products so that they can promote their products and services to the max, so that through advertisements the companies or the agencies can make the customers aware about what they are selling, what new they have brought in the market, what additional features have been added to the existing products and services, right? So these all are the main reasons why ads are given, and ads need to be very crispy. The ad should reflect the information which is necessary for the customer. It should be crispy, it should be eye catchy, it should be attractive, and it should always grab the attention of the viewers, right? So this is overview of advertising, what we have done till now. So the main trends in Indian modern advertising is that growing international brands, since in our country lot of international brands are also doing business, so it becomes very necessary for the advertisers to give ads keeping in mind the global strategies, because now in our country not only national companies or the companies of the home country, but also the international firms are have entered and entering continuously in our country and doing business, right? So national and international, so it becomes a global platform. When you are doing a business, when you are in your market, when the scenario or the competition is of global level, then definitely you need to give ads keeping in mind the global strategies. And for keeping in mind the global strategies or implementing the global strategies and tactics for your business, for giving ads, you need to definitely adopt the global technology. That means the technologies which are being used by the brands all over the world or in the global world, right? Then they are also saying that advertising agencies these days have also become more professional, more smart, are using more advanced technologies, right? They have to adopt and master the latest technologies so that they can provide specialized services, right? Specialized design solutions to their customers, that they can improve the public relations and directly can do the direct marketing. That means through their ads, or by giving some ads on social networking sites, or by including some ads in the emails, the companies can directly pitch the customers, right? So all this is required these days. So next is also in 90s and in 21st century, ad agencies have really innovated themselves, have really adopted innovation in the advertisement sector, and also have discovered various new medias, right, through which they can reach out maximum customer or mass consumers, right? So different mediums have been adopted by the advertising agency in the 19th and 21st century. Then they have the advertising agencies have also adopted latest technologies through which they can reach the customers, right? And the strategies which are being used by them are global strategies. Okay, let's continue with the same topic. Also in today's era, we see some kind of outdoor advertising is also being practiced by the companies. So basically in outdoor advertising, digitally printed billboards are used, and also 3D videos are being shown on the billboards, right, which are really eye catchy and which directly grabs the attention of the viewers, right? Also political advertising in India has also emerged after the powerful communication in 1984, and then data is also being collected more systematically, right? And after collecting the data, that data is being observed, analyzed, recorded and classified. So why this data is being collected, or what is exactly this data? This data is related to what the consumers needs, wants and preferences are, what are the demands, what are the probable competitors or brands which are selling complementary goods, right? So collecting all that data, at what location what kind of customer is there and what the customer is actually requires, right, is desiring, and what can be probably provided at that particular in that particular customer segment, who could be the probable target audience, how the market can be divided into different segments, what kind of ads can be given to different types of customers. So all this data is recorded, then observed, analyzed and then classified, and based on this research on the collected data, ads are being prepared. Also you can see in 1980s movie theaters were the most important medium, right, in India, and after that there was an introduction of press, outdoor media, commercial radio and finally the TV, which we also call as the television, right? But this has also again changed with the introduction of color television, and at present television and internet are the two most powerful mediums through which ads are given and customers are reached. So to reach maximum population, the ads can be given on TV or on internet. So these two are the most powerful mediums today to reach the customer through ads or by giving or publishing advertisements. Next you can I have just included some examples how different brands try to depict the ads through different mediums, different designs, right? So you can just have a look on these ads. These are some of the examples. Then also diagrammatically in this figure you can find out that what are the main advantages in India under the trends in Indian modern advertising. The first is the robust demand, that means higher penetration and a rapidly growing young population coupled with increased usage of 3G and 4G portable devices, which are driving demand these days. So basically demand is very high, right? Then second is attractive opportunities. The Indian media and entertainment industry is expecting to reach around 3.07 lakh crores by 2024, and then TV and AGV segments are expected to lead industry growth and offer immense growth opportunities in digital technologies as well. And then third component is policy support, and the fourth is higher investments. In policy support, the government of India GOI has increased the FDI, that is the foreign direct investment limitation. Earlier it was 74%, that is the FDI was invited to do trade in India was 74%, but now it has become 100%. And then higher investments from April 2000 to December 2019, if we see the records, FDI inflows in information and broadcasting sector has reached to $8.71 billion, right? So these are the four main advantages to Indian Indian advertising industry, right? Next we move on to what do we mean by copywriting. See, when we talk about the copywriting part, here we are talking copywriting in terms of advertising. So it is basically a skill of choosing the right words and techniques which are being arranged smartly to promote business, product, service, idea or a person. The selection of words and its presentation largely depends on the media which you are using, through which you are planning to convey your ad. So, right. So basically using right words, right. For example, companies these days use some punchlines, taglines, slogans. So all this is basically the representation or the arrangement of words, right, in a way which act very smart, right, and which grab the attention of the customers, or which makes the customers influenced or interested in your product. right? For example, they have given you, depending on whether it's a newspaper in which you are giving the ad, or it's a magazine, it's a hoarding, it's a radio, it's a TV, or through internet, the script will vary or differ from platform to platform. Whatever platform you are using, the script will definitely vary according to the platform. Okay, next we will see what are the main elements of copywriting. The main elements are like, first is the heading, which is the first impression and lasts in the readers. As you all know, there is a saying that first impression is the last impression. So this heading, definitely the heading of the ad will definitely put the first and the last impression in the readers or the viewers mind. There should be this, therefore this heading should be very eye catching, right, and should tell what exactly your ad is all about in a very few words. So in a nutshell, this heading should describe everything about your product or what you are showing in the ad, right? So basically they are telling you that heading should be between 3 to 30 words. Then we come to the body copy. The body copy is to be written in such a way that it seems as the continuity. So whatever you have mentioned in the heading, in continuation to that, the body of the ad should be given, right? It should provide all the details related to features of the product, the benefits which your brand is claiming that the customer will get from the product or service you are selling, right? Then the language should be very promising. Whatever language you are using for your ad, it should be very promising. It should be easily understood by your target customers or segment. Then further we come to is, we have done two elements, that is the heading and body copy. Next, the third element is slogan. So when we talk, they have given you an example of BMW, right? So they are saying the ultimate driving machine, this is the slogan. And then Nike, that is just do it, right? L'Oreal, because I am worth it. So these are some examples of slogans which are being used by the brand. So whenever you'll hear a slogan like just do it, what comes to your mind? Nike, right? So the slogan in the mind of the customers reflects the name of your brand, right? So a well written and effective slogan should be trustworthy and brand representative. That it should be adapted in the minds of the customer in such a way that you win the trust of the customers and it represents your brand. So a slogan should be such, right? And it should be small and crispy. Okay, the fourth element is the taglines. So when we talk about taglines, is like they have given you an example. Tagline should hit the memory, right, of the customers. Like she went in search of answers and discovered a love she never expected. So this was a tagline of the book titled Faithful, and the writer was Janet Fox. So they are saying that taglines are basically a gist, right, of the product which you are trying to market, right? So whatever marketing activity or ads you are giving, in that whatever product or service you are trying to promote, so this taglines gives the entire gist of that particular product or service, right? Again, like a slogan, it should be, the tagline should also be very small and crispy and eye-catchy. Okay, next is jingle lyrics. Jingle lyrics includes like some kind of music tune along with the slogan, right? For example, Fanta Venta Fanta, don't you wanna, right? So some rhythmatic song, when added with the slogan, it becomes a jingle lyrics, right? Then we come to scripts. These scripts are mainly used for audio and video ads, right? Okay, so scripts are the description of an ad that narrate the dialogues, actions and expressions and movements of characters which you are including in your ads. So these were some of the elements of copywriting. Now we come to art of copywriting. So they are saying what is the basic purpose of an ad. The main purpose of an ad is to fascinate the people, right? Basically attract the people towards what you are selling, right? So catching through ads, you try to catch the attention of people, right? Try to arise some kind of interest of the consumers, desire, right? And why all this is required? To buy the product, right? So therefore the copywriting process used in advertising should be very eye-catching and should be made very interesting, right? So because copywriters play a very important role in the advertising agency, right? So write words, write slogans, eye-catchy words, crispy messages, some rhythmic tune, all this should be included to make your advertisement very attractive, right, in the eyes of customers. So they are saying when or whosoever copywriter is trying to use the art of copywriting should be very creative, right, should have the skills of being creative, should be persuasive, right, that means that person should be slightly influential in order to sell the product in the market. And the most important technique which should be used while copywriting is the ADA technique, that is the attention, that is grabbing the attention of the consumers, interests, desires and action. Attention you have grabbed, now slowly customer is getting interested towards your product or service which you are selling in the market, then desire has arisen, and finally the action is that the customer will be, if positively attracted towards your ad or product, the customer will definitely go and purchase. If no, that means the customer was not interested or you lagged somewhere because of which you could not attract the customer, right? So ADA model should be implemented by the copywriters in the process of copywriting in advertising. Okay, so that's all for module 1 of the subject advertising and brand management from myself. Okay, and we'll continue with the second module is of this same subject very soon. Till then, thank you.